questioning on her show whether Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's Islamic religious beliefs stand in opposition to the U.S. Constitution. Now, Representative Omar's recent statements about Israel have landed her in hot water on both sides of the political aisle. She, by the way, is a Somali-American practicing Muslim. Now, on her Saturday show, Jeanine Pirro said, quote, "Think about it. Omar wears a hijab. Is her adherence to this Islamic doctrine indicative of her adherence to Sharia law, which in itself is antithetical to the U.S. Constitution?" End quote. Now, Pirro's comments were indefensible and a transparent attempt at Islamophobic fear-stoking. She went the extra mile, implying that Muslims are fundamentally unable to be good Americans. Now, unsurprisingly, this led to backlash from all sides, including her own network. Fox News producer named Husa Kamal called out Pirro, saying, at Judge Jeanine, "Can you stop spreading this false narrative that somehow Muslims hate America or women who wear a hijab aren't American enough? You have Muslims working at the same network you do, including myself. Okay, thanks." Now, Fox News even took the rare step of publicly condemning one of its own on-air personalities, saying, "We strongly condemn Jeanine Pirro's comments about Representative Ilhan Omar. They do not reflect those of the network, and we have addressed the matter with her directly." End quote. Now, that sounds nice, but Fox News has long been complicit in sparking Islamophobia, and I can't let you off the hook because one of your hosts forgot where the line was. Now, the irony here, as pointed out by writer James Sirwecki, is that Pirro, as a practicing Catholic, is repeating an old attack once made by American Protestants, that Catholic politicians couldn't be trusted to uphold our laws because they would defer to the church. And here it comes back around. Now, I've said it here often, but it bears repeating. Be mindful of what's being done to them, because you could be next. We're going to continue this conversation.